disclosure, I have to note that I oppose marriage in general based on the belief that relationships amongst consenting adults do not or should not seek to be sanctioned by religious or governmental authorities, which are inherently oppressive institutions. That said, in current cultural context, I'm more outraged by two things. First is the contemptible breach of civil rights that seeks to define relationships and intimacy based on heteronormative values and traditions. And secondly, I'm outraged by neutrality, which is often a code word for cowardice. Therefore, I want to end, this is what I do, I just end with a quote that someone said so beautifully that I can never say it better. I want to end with a quote about neutrality by author and Holocaust survivor Elie Wiesel. I'm sure you've heard it before. I hope it is something that President Hansen and other policymakers at Hamline will eventually understand. Wiesel stated, "We must take sides. Neutrality helps the oppressor, never the victim. Silence encourages the tormentor, never the tormented. Sometimes we must interfere. When human lives are endangered, when human dignity is in jeopardy, national borders and sensitivities become irrelevant. Whether men and women are persecuted because of their race, religion, or political views, and I'm going to add gender, that place must, at that moment, become the center of the universe. And right now, Hamline University is the center of the universe. Thank you. Thank you, Kim Sasha, and let's thank Misty, too. Thank you. Gay families under attack, what do we do? We fight back! Gay, straight, black, white, marriage is a civil right! Hey, Hamline, what do we say? Stop homophobia today! Hey, Hamline, what do we say? Stop homophobia today! Hey, Board of Trustees, what do we say? Stop homophobia today! Our school? Our school! Our school? Our school! Who's up next? Is Bjorn Johnson here?
Oh, there you are. I'm sorry. I can't feel my toes. My fingertips.
Hi, I'm Bjorn Johnson. I'm a Hamline graduate, class of 2005. When I went to school here, I went with two students, Colin Schumacher and Shona Ramjadani. Some of you may have heard of them. They won the John Wesley Award in 2003 and 2004. And I did not know what was going on here at Hamline until yesterday, when Colin Schumacher posted on his Facebook page that he had asked the board at Hamline here to have his John Wesley Award annulled. And Shona Ramjadani soon followed, and now they have both asked to have their award annulled. Now, I didn't receive the John Wesley Award, so I don't have an award to have annulled. But when I found out about this, I knew I had to do something, so I contacted Tessa and said I needed to speak tonight because I cannot watch my school that I went to discriminate against their own students. When I came to Hamline, I came here in large part because they had a strong diversity policy, and everyone, I shouldn't say everyone, but if there was still some racism and homophobia that sometimes we had on campus, but you always knew when it happened that the community would unite and get behind you, and it was not tolerated here. We always valued open discussion, but no one thought that bigotry was open discussion. A problem with the neutrality policy was put best by Martin Luther King. And I have a quote from Martin Luther King himself that I think the administration needs to hear. He says, and I quote, "The hottest places in hell are reserved for those who in periods of moral crisis maintain their neutrality." There comes a time when silence becomes betrayal. Martin Luther King was correct. and we all need to make sure that the administration hears his words loud and clear. Now, when I got here tonight, I parked about 2 blocks away because, as you all know, the parking around here is not the best. But as soon as I got out of the car, I could hear you from 2 blocks away. That shows me how committed you are. We had a lot of activism going on campus back when I went here as well, but I never remember a rally you could hear from 2 blocks away. So I'm very proud of all of you for being here. And the fact that they have security out here blocking the doors shows that they're trying not to hear you, but they are hearing you. And they're doing everything they can to stop you from being heard. And they're hoping, beyond hope, that this will pass over eventually and go away. You cannot let that happen. All of you, I see all these great signs here today. Those signs will still be good tomorrow, they'll still be good next week. Get out here every single day. If you are doing your homework, go sit on a table out here, just prop this sign up beside you while you read. Carry a sign with you to classes. Be respectful of the faculty and don't raise it up in the middle of class. But let people see you walking around the hall with it. Make them know that you're not going away. I've been involved in activism for a long time, over a decade now, and I have seen there are always people trying to push you back, trying to push you away. Sometimes it'll feel like you're not making any progress, but you are. Every day when you get out here and stand up for what you believe in, you might be influenced in someone who's just watching us from the windows up there. You don't know. And I've noticed for my years, you never know when you're going to have a victory. There will be rallies like this, and maybe nothing will happen the next day, and you'll feel disappointed. But if you keep going at it, you will have a victory.
Thank you so much, Bjorn. Social justice, not neutrality. President Hanson, what do we say?
Stop homophobia today!
Board of Trustees, what do we say?
Stop homophobia today!
Hey, Hamline, what do we say?
Stop homophobia today!
Home school?
Our school!
New school?
Our school!
Up next, we have John Bain. He's a senior here at Hamline. He's wrapping up his last semester. Hey, what up, Hamline?
Alright, my name is John. I'm from Champlin, Minnesota. I live in the suburbs. The only Asian kid walking around besides my brother who looks like me. Alright, I'm also a hip-hop scholar. When I first came to Hamlin, I was homophobic. I was scared. I was scared until I met one of my very best friends who knows Trump. Talking with my soul brother, and I found out he was gay, and that changed my life. That changed my life because many times in high school I used the word gay and I was called out for it, but I never thought about it until I came to Hamlin. Hamlin taught me about social justice. I came to Hamlin because of 2 words, ham and line. Very simple words to my father. That's why I came here, because it was pretty simple. But I also came here for the diversity statement. Hamlin should take down their statements because it doesn't really match up to what we're actually doing here. I mean, that's right. They should add a new statement called cowardice. Or a 7th one called neutrality. But I'm here to speak on behalf of the HSA, the Hmong Student Association. A lot of our members can't be here because they have an event going on right now, but we're here to support. Right? I just want the Board of Trustees and Linda Hanson, I will not call her president anymore after her neutral stance. I want to let them know that they don't represent us, and they don't represent me. Unless there's one Hmong male or one Hmong female sitting on the Board of Trustees, I am not being represented.
Gay family Snyder.
Conversation is not over because it's hot cocoa.
So thank you, whoever brought us. Alan, Dean Sickbird, thank you for bringing that to us. We really appreciate it. I know it's very cold tonight. So go ahead and mosey on over there and get some hot chocolate if you want.
But keep chanting.
Keep dancing.